What's up guys, how y'all doing today? My name is John, once again, and we're here with a guide. This video is probably a bit late because I've had no power in my house for the last, like, 19 or 20 hours, so in a bit of a rush. But this is the amazing assassin himself. This is Genji. And Genji, I think, a lot of people like Genji because, you know, he looks cool, he has a katana, he's like half robot, half man. People like him because of that, but there's a lot of finesse to playing Genji. And this video will kind of just be mostly an overview of what he does. I do want to do different videos about how best to use parts of his kit. Because he's one of my favorite champions in the game, one of mine. So, his kit is very interesting because, let's start with his shift, shall we? His shift is Swift Strike. And his shift allows him to dash forward. And as he dashes forward, he hurts anyone he goes through. And so you saw me doing it there. So, it can be used to get yourself out of a bad situation, or it can be used to attack. And note, something that they don't write in the description of it, when you use Swift Strike, if you get an elimination, it resets the cooldown on Swift Strike. So say if you poke someone down from range with your shurikens, and they're low, and then you dive in, you kill them, it means that you'll immediately be able to dive out again with your Swift Strike, because the elimination you get will reset the cooldown. That's really important. That's really big. Because it means that if you dive into a big team fight and there's people dying left and right, you can keep using your Swift Strike. Every time an enemy dies, it means you'll get your reset cooldown for your Swift Strike. So, who is Genji strong against? Genji is strong against either people who have a very high rate of fire, like Bastion in Sentry mode, or people who fire very powerful shots, like, for instance, Widowmaker, or Junkrat, or Pharah. Really, he's strong against a lot of people. But there are some that don't do so well. Now, Reaper is someone he's strong against, kind of, but not. Reaper can get the drop on him. Because Reaper, his shots are powerful when he's up close, but he's not firing fast. And it's not like one shot will kill you, it's a few shots that he has to get to kill you. So, Reaper is actually quite strong against Genji. But Genji, the reason he's strong against them is because, say you have a Widowmaker, you can use your E and deflect, and it'll just bounce all the bullets back right in her face and kill her. And that'll mean that, you know, she likely won't have time to respond to the fact that you've just used your deflect. If you're playing ranked and you're playing against high ranked people, they will, so that won't be quite a surefire way of killing people. But if you're playing against random people in a quick play match, they often don't realize that you've deflected, and so they kind of just kill themselves. So that's really that's an important part. It's an easy way. If you have a Bastion in your game on the enemy team and he's just sitting in a corner somewhere and raining death on your team, like you see there, even from range, I use my deflect and basically killed someone over there because the Bastion's bullets are firing back at them. Didn't kill Bastion, but killed someone behind him because that's bouncing his bullets back. So, one thing is very good. Genji against Bastion is very good. Also against Junkrat. Junkrat's mines. If you deflect them back at Junkrat, they'll blow up and hurt Junkrat. And Junkrat, like I said, is very low HP. So he'll get killed with one or two of his own mines if it's a direct hit. So, that's very important. And it's always good to keep moving with Genji, because Genji is one of the more mobile champions in the game. So, and you see there, I got caught off guard, but I was killed by one or two or three of Reaper's shots. And the thing is, if I go into not Reaper mode, that's Reaper's thing. If I go in and press my E when Reaper's firing at me, Reaper can just either stop firing because he'll have time to respond because it's a slow rate of fire, or he can go into Wraith form, in which he'll take no damage and won't be firing at me anyway. So that's a way that Reaper can avoid that, and then he'll just wait for my E to time out, and then he'll just shoot me down, you know? So, with people like d.va, or even kind of Roadhog, not really Roadhog, but kind of Roadhog, the closer you are, kind of like Reaper, I suppose, and d.va, the closer you are, the more damage his main gun does. So if you get pulled in, what I would do is immediately deflect, and then try and dash out. But the thing is, that's not a surefire way of surviving, because obviously the Reaper Roadhog might just know to not fire when your E's up, or he mightn't just be him who's there. And I see there, I deflect most of Reaper's ultimate with my E. The thing is, my E just isn't long enough timer, so I should have E'd, then dashed away, and gone toward my team in the point. So that's the thing you should see there, because you can deflect Reaper's ult, which I think is actually very interesting. Because Reaper is someone who, if you're sitting in the back of a team and you're kind of just raining shuriken, which I would recommend doing, don't go head to head with another champion in this game. You want to poke them down from range, and then when they're low HP, dash in with your swift strike, and then finish off the kill. Let's see here. I was trying to stop him from getting that health pack, but didn't stop him. But like you can see, Reaper here is kind of, there's two Genjis and a Reaper and a Mercy on our team, so he didn't have much chance. But like, that's the kind of thing you want to try and poke him from range, because if you're at range with Reaper, he's not that good. And the thing is, Genji, yeah, his weapon is a projectile weapon, so it is affected by travel time. Not gravity though, as far as I'm aware. But you can be affected from range or up close. It is dangerous when you're up close because you are low HP, but you are affected from long range and close range. So if you see a Reaper, I would say dash away, poke him down from range, and then try and pick him up like that. Because if he overextends into your area and he can't get back, you pretty much have him dead because he can't escape. If his rate form is down, I'd say maybe even save. If you can, save your E or save your Swift Strike. Make him burn his Wraith form, and then just follow him and chase him down. Because that means he will not, he won't want to fight because he'll want to try and run. And you can try and pick him off after that. So, yeah, he's very strong against people like that. He's also very mobile, so you'll see later on, actually no, it's in the other clip, I might play for you now. I heard a McCree using his ultimate. So, what I did is I used my deflect. Basically stood in front of him and deflected. So I knew he was going to hit me, but he fired 3 shots. He saw 3 of us. I think he might have killed 1 or 2 people on my team, but when he went to fire at me, the bullet deflected back and killed him. So that's an important thing as well. And you'll see here in a second, I deflect Solar 76's Tri-Rocket, or whatever you want to call it, Triforce rockets, Link rockets. I deflect them because I know, it's kind of down to a bit of game knowledge. I know he's been raining bullets on me. So he's probably going to want to try, and he thinks I have low HP, so he's probably going to try and finish me off with a rocket. Right, so that's kind of, I think I've covered everything there. I've covered his deflect, which it can be used offensively and defensively, so be creative with its use. And if you get dived by someone, if you get dived, that's the word. If you get dove by someone, use that, because it means that if they try and, fire bullets on you, it's just going to bounce back in their face and basically deflect back on them. So that's always good. You can deflect pretty much anything. You can, I think, if you mightn't be able to deflect Hanzo's ultimate. I know it does fire out as an arrow first before it goes to the dragon, so you might be able to deflect that. I actually want to test that. That might be interesting. But you can deflect a lot of things, so just use it, because it's on a low enough cooldown anyway. So just use it, and it could save your life and it could kill your attackers. So yeah, I've covered his Swift Strike, I've covered his Deflect, I've covered his movement. I think that's about everything. So, if you enjoyed this guide, leave a like down below and let me know that you did. If you want to see another champion guide done next, let me know in the comments as well, and I'll push it to the front of the line. Make sure my Twitter is down below, you can go down there and check it out. And also the playlists for the other games and guides that I've done is down below in the description as well. So, with all that said, I've been John, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.